Good evening, and thank you. It's a great honor for me to be here today. Before I start, I want to teach you something from Ghana. When I say, I'll go, and you respond, Amen. I'll go. Amen. I'll go. Amen. So in Ghana, if we want to get people's attention, this is what we say. Let's say it one more time. I'll go. Amen. Thank you. I want to use this opportunity to thank most of you here who donated for my flight to be here in the first place. This is my first time traveling out of Ghana. And it's a great experience for myself. I have been here for about almost 3 weeks now, and the experience, things that I have seen here, it's huge. I feel I am in a different world altogether. I have been to several towns in Switzerland. I've been to Davos, I've been to Uri, I've been to Basel, I've been to Geneva, and things that I have seen within the weeks that I've been here, to me, it's amazing. I want to use the opportunity again to thank you all for donating my flight. My trip here has been very eye-opening to me. This is my mom, Grace Otu. He gave birth to 8 children. I have 5 sisters and 2 brothers, and including me, we are 8 in total. When I lived in a small house, or my mom lived in this small house, my mom is a fishmonger. A fishmonger is someone who deals in fishing business. She used to smoke fish and sell it on the street. Growing up in this house, the wooding of the houses were getting spoiled. So my mom used to have graphics or magazines, and what I used to do was to use the graphics to cover the places or the holes in the woods. Most of the graphics that I was using at the time were magazines and newspapers from Europe. And being here, it has actually took my mind back to the pictures that I have seen in the newspapers and the magazines that my mom used to sell fish, and also the ones that I have used to cover the holes of this house. My mom still lives in this house, and being here, it actually took my mind back to all the pictures that I have seen in this room. Many of you will wonder why I'm in Switzerland in the first place. 2023, I had the privilege to have an online course from Roxburgh Institute of Social Entrepreneurship. It's an online course, so most of the courses or the studies were done online. There were about 70 plus students from across Africa, mostly from Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, Ghana, some from the UAE, and also Sri Lanka. During this course, I learned how to manage a team, how to scale projects. This year, 2024, I graduated from Roxburgh of Social Entrepreneurship with an MBA degree. Dankeschön. I actually came to Switzerland for my graduation in Lausanne. These are people from the course that I did. Mostly were from Nigerian. This man in the middle is the professor, and few couldn't come. As you can see from the background, most of them watched the graduation virtual. So it feels very great for me to have I got the opportunity to be here in the first place. Who am I? My name is George Kwame Kwanzaa. I prefer being called Kwame because it identifies who I am and where I am from. In Ghana, we are given names according to the day of the week that you are born. So my name Kwame means a male born on a Saturday. I hope you all know the former UN Secretary, Kofi Annan. He's from Ghana. And he's called Kofi because he was born on a Friday. Does any one of you knows the day of the week that you were born? Okay. Thursday. So his Ghanaian name will be called Yao. And Sunday. Kwesi. So if you are born on a Monday, a male, we call you Kojo. Tuesday for male, we call you Kwabena. Wednesday, Kweku. Thursday, Ya. Friday, Kofi. Saturday, Kwame. There's a Saturday man on the back too. And Sunday is Kwesi. We have the female version names as well. So the females, Monday is Adjoa, Tuesday, Abena, Wednesday, Ekua, Thursday, Ya, Friday, Efia or Efua, Saturday, Ama, Sunday, Esi. So these are names given to us based on the days of the week that we are born. I was born and raised in Elmina. Elmina is right down the coast of Ghana. We are very close to the Atlantic Ocean. Ghana has 16 regions. Here in Switzerland, you say cantons. In Ghana, we have 16. And I was born in the central region of Ghana. Ghana shares border to the east to Togo and to the west Ivory Coast and to the north Burkina Faso. All these countries are French-speaking countries. Ghana's first language is English because we were colonized by the British. In 1957, Ghana gained its independence from the British, led by the first Prime Minister of Ghana called Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. I want to grow up to become like him. In the central region of Ghana, that's where I was raised up. And growing up in Ghana, in Elmina to be precise, I worked with my dad on his boat. My dad is a fisherman in Elmina. My mom too was selling fish. So I have also had experience in selling fish. Growing up in Elmina, this is a picture of my hometown. This is actually where I grew up. I grew up in Elmina, schooled in Elmina. Because there were no jobs in Elmina, I ventured into tourism, where I was taking people around my community and my region, the same as some of the regions in Ghana. This is a fishing boat in Elmina. The main occupation in Elmina is fishing. So majority of the people in Elmina does fishing for their livelihood. About 70% are into the fishing business and 30% into farming. In Elmina, we have one of the historical buildings called the Elmina Slave Dungeon. A lot of people call it Elmina Castle. But due to the sad history behind it, a lot of people also call it dungeon because it was a place that a lot of sadness happened. You can't mention the transatlantic slave trade without mentioning this castle. The castle was in the first place built by the Portuguese in 1482. Most of the slaves who were captured from the sub-Saharan Africa were all walked from miles away to this dungeon, where they were kept for months before they were being shipped to the New World, the America, the Caribbean, the Brazil, and that's why black people are scattered around the world due to slavery. Growing up in Elmina, as a tour guide, I also took people to the castle, and anytime that I go there, it brings sad memories to me because my ancestors were also taken to this building before they were being shipped to the Americas and the Caribbean. It actually brings sad memories to me anytime I go there. Ghana has beautiful touristic destinations. A lot of people travel from all over the world to see the beauty of Ghana, the historical history behind the castles, the beautiful people of Ghana, and the hospitality of Ghana. Ghana has a heritage. One of the products that we are so happy about and proud about is the kente fabric. Kente is a hand-woven print. It's hand-woven. You can feel it. You can pass it around. It's hand-woven, and it takes a long time to make one. Kente is actually worn by royals and worn for special occasions. If you were to be in Ghana at an event like this, most of you would be wearing this fabric. We are so proud of it that it's crossing borders because of its uniqueness. Ghana, like I mentioned before, our hospitality is mind-blowing. Kids in Ghana are always happy, regardless of where they come from or what they have. Ghana has a population of 33 million plus. The population keeps growing yearly and yearly. This is the capital of Ghana, Accra. From where I come from to Accra takes about 3 to 4 hours. Depending on traffic, it might take you about 4 hours. But you might also experience some bumpy ride due to the bad roads. Being in Switzerland for the past 3 weeks, I have seen I'm surprised you are laughing. I've been in Switzerland for 3 weeks now, and I've seen the infrastructure here. And here in Switzerland, what I've seen is that the roads even leading to where the farmers in the mountain are really perfect. And it's mind-blowing to me that people who are living in the mountain have good access to road, good water, and electricity. Where I come from is different. So seeing the infrastructure here, to me, is amazing. You are all living in a different world together. This is a picture of one of the markets in Ghana, a market in Accra. In Ghana, most of our markets are open markets. When I first got here and had a ride, my team from the Buy Food Plastic team picked me up. They drove me all the way to Migros, where I had to shop for some days. And in Ghana, mostly we practice bargaining. But in Migros, I couldn't do that. Most of the times, I take my tourists or guests to this place for them to experience or practice their bargaining skills. Growing up in Ghana or as a tour guide in Ghana, I saw the problem with plastic pollution. I have always wanted to have solution to the plastic pollution, and not just plastic pollution, but other waste. I've shown you how beautiful my country is, but there's a problem there when it comes to plastic pollution, which is taking over Ghana. I have always wanted to have solution to this problem. Majority of Ghanaians don't have jobs. Unemployment rate in Ghana is so high. A lot of people sit around without doing nothing. But for the past weeks being here in Switzerland, I always see everybody moving, running to chase the train, busy. But where I come from is different. Due to the unemployment rate, people don't have jobs. Majority of the people live their life under 34 raping. And it's really sad. I have always wanted to have solutions to this problem. Ghana, majority of the people, because they don't have job, they can't feed their families as well. So majority of the children grow up being or having undernutrition or malnutrition. On the 28th December 2019, I had a call from a friend who runs a hotel in Elmina. He called me asking if I was available to take 2 Swiss ladies on a tour. And I went and then met them and arranged a tour with them. We had to travel to the highest mountain in Ghana. In the Volta region of Ghana, we have the highest mountain and also the highest waterfall. Upon reaching the peak of the mountain was filled with trash. And the lady was, one of the ladies that I was traveling with or showing her the mountain wasn't really pleased with it. She was not happy. Likewise, I I felt ashamed. The lady then started picking the trash on the mountain, and I also started helping her. Guess who the lady was? Elmina. The country. The co-founder of Buy Food with Plastic Ghana. She was the lady I was traveling with, where we got to the mountain top where it was filled with trash. As you can see, this was the plastics we collected. Upon descending the mountain, Elmina told me about Buy Food with Plastic, which was operating in Nicaragua. Because I have always had a passion and a motivation to change something in the region and the country that I am from, I convinced her to bring some solutions to the people. Few months later, Buy Food with Plastic Ghana was initiated or satisfied in 2020 in Ghana as an organization which is fighting plastic pollution and at the same time hunger. This is our first community event which happened in February 2022. As the event was initiated, we had teachers who were teachers from different communities from Elmina who volunteered their time, devoted their time to help us initiate the event. They really loved the concept. Likewise, the people in the community also loved it. What is my role at Buy Food with Plastic? I manage the team on site, foster relationship with the local people and also the local government. I also make sure that your donations goes to where it's needed most. We've recruited team from the community that we are active in. So this is a team which help conduct our community events in one of the communities that we are active at. I would want to use this opportunity to thank Brother Timothy Egil Iseberdi, who donated the Lacoste or the shirt to us. Here is a team, our team that are in Ghana helping with our operations. You have Ato Ayin, who is the secretary of the organization, Mr. Mpon Atta, who is the accountant, Albert McCarthy, who is the upcycler, Stephen Asifua, who is an upcycler as well. These two ladies, Promise and Abigail, who are also in charge of the sorting of the plastic, and Elmina, the project manager, and Charlotte. What have we achieved in these past years? We've been able to conduct 17 community events where we've created awareness about plastic pollution. We have distributed 5,000 plus meals, 5,000 healthy meals. When I was growing up, I only had a chance to eat chicken only in December at Christmas. But throughout our community events, the food that we serve, people in the community are able to have chicken as part of their meal, which is something that the children don't have. They only get opportunity to have it in once a year in their life. We've been able to collect 150,000 plastic bottles. This plastic would have ended up in the landfill or in the oceans, but now we are collecting them and making product out of. In Ghana, most people drink out from pure water sachets. It's filled with water, and what you have to do is that bite the edge of it and then you drink it. In Ghana, we saw this, and as Buy Food with Plastic Ghana, we collect this as well. We've been able to collect 115,000 of these sachets. We've conducted 18 school workshops. As Buy Food with Plastic, we first held our event, our first community event. Most of the volunteers who came were teachers, and they liked the concept. So they told me, Kwame, why don't we have school workshop or bring the idea to the schools where they teach? So we went to the schools, started having school workshop with some of the students, and we have been able to conduct 18 school workshops. We've built 4 collection cages where locals in the community donate their plastics to. The first one we built was inside our manufacturer in Elmina. But sometimes when you close or go to the weekends, the people in the community will just dispose or bring the plastic at just the doorstep of our office. So we built a collection cage in front of the house or the manufacturer where people would donate their plastics when we are not around. And I tell you, over the weekend or when we go on break, it's always full. We've built a collection cage in one of the schools that we are active. We built this collection cage, and as you can see, it's in 2 divisions. We want the kids to know about segregation. So the cage at the base is where they put the plastic sachet, and also the top they put the plastic bottles. We've built another collection cage in front of the Elmina castle. You remember the castle that I told you about? We've built a collection cage in front of the castle. Now, travelers or visitors, now they can have places to dispose their plastic bottles and also pure water sachet. Maybe this is not a big achievement to you, but for us it is, because there are no infrastructures in Elmina where people put their plastics to. So for us, this is a huge accomplishment or an achievement to us. With the collection cages that we have this tricycle which goes around. It's been very helpful to us. But due to the amount of plastic that we collect, this tricycle can't collect all of it. Even though it's been helpful going around picking the bottles from various points. I want to use this opportunity to thank Drops. It's a small company here in Switzerland whom donated the tricycle to us for us to be able to go around to collect the plastic bottles. But due to how the number of plastic that we are collecting, it can't collect all of it. We have a manufacturer in Elmina where our collected plastic comes to the manufacturer and then it's being processed. This is me in the picture in the office. And this is the entire office space and manufacturer we have in Elmina. Because we want to be self-sufficient, we have two rooms at the manufacturer where it's being turned into Airbnb. You are all welcome to Ghana. If you want to come see our project, we have a place for you. The plastic bottles are being sorted. The lids are being sorted by Abigail and Promise, who sort the plastics. The lids are, for now, not yet being recycled or upcycled yet.
So I'm going to show you how we turn this to this.
Yes, yes, recycle with Buy Food with Plastic Ghana. So this is the process where our plastic bottles are being shredded and sold. The plastics, the pure water sachets are being processed into picnic blankets. Yes, as you can see. You see how colorful the prints from Ghana too are. These are all recycled process. So the pure water sachets are being processed into picnic blankets. I want to say that we have formed, or I'm happy to share with you that we have a great partnership, collaboration with the Swiss Embassy in Ghana. This is me and the ambassador from Switzerland to Ghana, Simon Ginger. Ginger. It's a great opportunity for us to have collaboration with them. She recently had an event at her residence in Accra where she invited Buy Food with Plastic Ghana to attend. And I'm happy to share this with you. Now, what is next for us at Buy Food with Plastic Ghana? We want an injection machine. We need an injection machine to be able to make products out of the lids that you saw the ladies were sorting. We want to make product from it, and we need an injection machine to be able to make the product. One of the products we want to make is an Afro comb, which will be sold on the local market and also on the international market, because we want to have the circular economy, so we want to make our own product and sell. Because there's a lot of plastics in the region where we are active, like I said before, the tricycle we have isn't enough, or doesn't have that much space to collect more of the plastic, because there's so much plastics in the region. So we want to fundraise for a truck which will be able to go around the region to collect the plastic bottles and also the pure water sachets. This will be a game changer for us, because when we conduct our events in some of the areas, we find it hard to get a truck from or hire a truck which will come to the place that we do the collection to our manufacturer. So for us, getting a truck will be a game changer for us. It would also enable us to initiate our buyback system or system where people in some of the regions can sell their plastics to us because there's so much plastics in the region, and this will be a game changer for us. In February 2027, we are launching our expedition to Ghana. We have the charity package, a relaxed package, and explorer package. I want to say, if you want to come to Ghana in 2027 to see our project and what we are doing out there, and also to see the entire country, Ghana. If you want to come earlier, also please feel free. We are there to welcome you and also to show you our beautiful country. Medase pa. Medase in my language means thank you. I also want to use the opportunity to thank the entire members of Buy Food with Plastic, our donors, the entire Buy Food with Plastic team, and the Buy Food with Plastic family here in Switzerland. Today is my last night here. And I have seen a lot. The reception given to me has been really amazing. This will stay with me forever. It's actually a sad moment for me. The bigger part of myself, it's sad, and the little part of me is happy. It's happy because I'm going to tell my people what I've learned from here, what I've seen from here, and share with them my experience. I hope this wouldn't be the last time that I'm coming here. I want to be here the next time to share our progress at Buy Food with Plastic Ghana. Ago. Amen. Ago. Amen. Dankeschön. Thank you very much. Thank you.